Hey there LEGO fans, welcome back. Alex here. In this video we are going to be doing a review and placement of the new LEGO Ninjago City Markets. This is set number 71799, contains 6,163 pieces, making it the 9th largest LEGO set in terms of piece count, of course. Now Rivendell, which is 8th, has just 4 more pieces than this, if you can believe that. Now this set is expensive. It costs $370 US, but for good reason. This thing is big. It's the largest of the 4 Ninjago modulars to date. Now you're going to notice right away that the Ninjago City Markets is already built. Normally when I do these review videos, I do a time-lapse build at the beginning. Unfortunately, I had some technical difficulties and I don't have that. Sorry. I guess that begs the question though. Do you enjoy the time-lapse portion of these review videos? Let me know in the comment section below. It'll be good feedback for myself for future videos. Anyway, it's built. Let's go ahead and get right into it. First impressions with this thing is that, well, it's big. The build took a little over 10 hours from start to finish, and I will say that I took regular breaks. It's not a build that you cruise through. There are a lot of small pieces, and at times it can be a bit tedious, but this is all well worth the result. I was very pleased with all the fine details in this thing. It fits the theme well and is a great entry into the Ninjago modular theme. I will say that the Ninjago modulars could be described as a child with a face only a mother could love. I say that because they are far from the traditional modulars and have designs that are kind of all over the place. Now this is why I enjoy them and try very hard to fit them into my city to give it that extra dynamic. Unfortunately, these modulars always come with a lot of stickers, and in this case, there were 3 sheets. That's a lot, but not surprising for a set this size. This set comes with 21 minifigures, the most of any Ninjago modular, and here they are from left to right. So we have a very menacing looking Lloyd and Nia, Detective Zane, Blacksmith Kai, Urban Aaron, Urban Sora, Miss Demeanor, Hound Dog McBrag, Camille, Darris, Cyrus Borg, Racer 7, Gail Gossip, Vinny Folson, Sushini Chef, Baker, Boat Vendor, Street Vendor, Borg Store Employee, Tea Vendor, and finally a Dojo Kid. 10 of the minifigures have reversible faces, and here they are. This, of course, always adds to the playability. Now, I gotta say, this set really needs this many minifigures. Actually, it could probably use a lot more because this thing is just huge. The set is built on 2 32 by 32 base plates, which makes it the largest modular, period. It lives up to its name as a market. As I look at the set from one end to the other, there was more emphasis on walkways and bridges. One of the attention grabbers for me is that beautiful red bridge in the middle that offers some great detail. There are 3 instruction books, and they are all very thick. You can easily have multiple people work on this set at once, which I recommend, so invite a friend or family member if you can. Now, this set is built in 51 sections, though I will say most of the time, it has you open 2 sections at once. There's no special information at the beginning of the set. Only book 3 has some information at the end, and it details what stores are inside the market. First is the bakery. This has a nice storefront and has a sideways door that can be open and shut depending on business hours. Now, this modular took a very different approach than its predecessors. Instead of having to remove several levels above, the designers thought it would be a better idea to have slide outs so we can just grab these walls to view the amazing bakery and the living space above it. I think this is actually a great approach to use and helps with accessing those hard to reach areas as well as improving the structural integrity of the set. Next door to the baker is Kai's Blacksmith. The shop is open here at the back, but the upstairs living area has a removable wall. I really like this space up here because it has this walkout balcony overlooking the markets. Now, if needed, we can remove the sections above for a better look inside. In the common area, we have the vegetable stand as well as this boat that our vegetable vendor uses to bring in fresh vegetables. And over here we have our tea vendor. On the other side is Camille's shop. We can access the interior by removing the wall. Now above the shop here is Aaron and Sora'S apartment, but we do need to remove the section above to get a good look. Here we have 2 bunk beds and the top bunk can be removed if needed. This space is very, very tight, but I guess it works out with their sleeping arrangements. The upper level is accessed via the working cable car. It is operated by the gear at the top of the upper level section. Now, the location for this is not ideal, and it is a bit difficult to turn it. I feel like this could have been improved, but it does the job. Now, the cable car opens with a ramp, and part of the roof opens as well, making it easier for us to place a minifigure inside. Now, ironically, the best time to add or remove a minifigure is when the cable car is dangling between the two stations. The cable car stations are both wheelchair friendly. The bottom station has a ramp and boarding is pretty straightforward. When moving to the upper level, the walkway opens up by turning the gear on the side. Once it arrives at the top, riders have the option to use stairs or a wheelchair-friendly lift that is operated by using this knob here at the front. So quite a lot of moving parts are used when operating the tram. On the second level, we have this very wide walkway. I'm not sure if I like these neon green garage door elements to use as railings though. The green tower on the corner is the Borg store where various electronics are sold. The upper level appears to be Mr. Borg's office. We can remove the windows to access the interior, or we can remove each of these sections from the build completely. Now, despite Mr. Borg being in a wheelchair, he needs to access the highest part of the building. He does so by using another lift behind the shop, but you have to operate this one with your fingers. Then we have Darris Karaoke Club. Now this is a pretty cool place. In fact, I think it might be my favorite place in Ninjago City Markets. This thing has a billiards table, a dartboard, karaoke stage, and a pretty groovy looking jukebox. Now to access the final level, you need to walk around the back corner here to these stairs. Now up here we have the sushi bar, which is small, but I really love that massive squid holding a frying pan there on the roof. And finally, we come to the final build, which is the bathroom. I love it when LEGO adds bathrooms to buildings. It gives them a more realistic feel. However, I think the placement of this is not really ideal. Usually you want bathrooms to be easily accessible, and this one just kind of seems out of reach. Now, maybe it needed to be close to where they serve sushi, or maybe it is because the designers wanted to do something a little different. You see, this toilet flushes. That is right. You make your deposit in the toilet bowl, press down on the white knob. Now this opens a tile hatch, and just like a miniature great ball contraption, the deposit makes its way to this opening where it makes a fun splash in the same water our fresh vegetables are delivered in. Great stuff. Anyway, Ninjago City Markets is a fun set. There's a lot of interactive things going on here, and I love the fact that you get 21 minifigures. That is just awesome. Now, of course, this comes with a pretty steep price tag, I know, but for good reason. Now, whether you buy this thing for play or display or both, I definitely feel like it is worth the money. So that is my review of the new Ninjago City Markets. It is now time to take this thing downstairs carefully and find a spot for it in the city. So here we are, and it's really hard to miss Ninjago City. So here it is, right there. Ninjago City Markets is placed, and it barely fits right here. I was doing a lot of musical chairs on how to fit this thing in here, and this is the orientation that I am going with for now. So yeah, it is right here on the ledge, but for now, I'm pretty happy with it. So here we have the docks, and I still have my my custom docks that I've made to kind of help with the integration with the felt and the tile there. Ninjago City right here, Ninjago City Garden right there, and of course the latest addition and entry into the Ninjago modulars is the markets. And wow, that is pretty crazy, right? Let me walk over here, kind of show you guys what it looks like from the other side. And what you're going to notice is that in the middle of the modulars, there's a pretty good amount of water. And that is because I actually spread them apart this way and that way and added 8 studs of water in the middle. And that gave it a lot of good breathing room on the inside for boats to kind of go in and out. Let me kind of show you a little bit closer here what I mean. So it's a lot more spacious in there. And what I did here is I took advantage of the fact that the gardens has these terraces right here that stick out. Modified this one so it actually connects to that one there. And here you can kind of see where I've added the plates right here. But I added this little custom bridge, goes up and down, right? Little drawbridge, pretty cool, because boats need to go in and out there. And I also added a little bit of breathing room on this side here, 3 studs worth of tiling water to kind of make it look like that water sticks out a little bit better. And yeah, you can see where we have pedestrian access back here and here as well. So yeah, people can access it from both sides from the marina. And yes, this is where I had to move my marina. It doesn't have the water plates in it yet. So pretend like this gray area here is the blue continuing. We'll get that added here soon enough. But so yeah, there's a lot of changes going on right now, and it was a good opportunity to do the rebuild right now to get a lot of these different sets. This is a new city set as well that I'm trying to make look like it belongs here as well. But there it is, guys. Ninjago City Markets is placed, and wow, what an incredible modular. Let me know what you guys think of the build and the review, and of course where I have it here. And stay tuned for more updates as this will continue to be built and evolved. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.